You just went out and took some pictures ready to post on Instagram. But one thing, they don't look that good. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Mitchell Ringos, and if you are new here, make sure to subscribe here as we are getting close to 100 subscribers. So make sure you're one of those 100. Make me feel good. Please, just subscribe. With that being said, today we are going to be looking at how I edit my Instagram pictures to get them to look, moody, those Instagram banger worthy pictures. Now, I've been testing so many things. I've gone through so many different LUT packages, presets I've bought, and everything has been good, but I honestly like doing it myself now. The LUTs help to get me started to see what I want, but now figuring out how to actually edit pictures, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it and how you can do the exact same thing, and you don't really have to invest in LUTs, even though they do help. Let's jump straight into Lightroom and see what we can actually do to these pictures. Now we are in the computer from a recent trip out on the Cam River where I took some pictures. I did edit most of the other pictures already, as I did this video once, but it's just not exporting properly, so we're gonna do it again. This is what I got as an outcome of how I edit my pictures with color. This is how the picture started, so I'm going to show you how to get this picture to look exactly like this one. So the first thing, the very most important thing, is the point curves. So on this right here, you have 5 options: the tone curve, the white point curve, the red, green, and blue point curves. Now, when I'm editing videos, I only really use this white point curve, but for pictures, what I do is I make an S curve. So an S curve is where you're making an actual S. So as you see, this looks like an S. You want to drag the bottom one down and the top one up for how we're doing it today, and you're going to make this S curve on every one of these colors. And it's not going to look good while you're doing it, but as you see in a second, when I pull up this last S curve, everything's going to start to look more normal. So we get to a point where we like it, which I think I like it right there. So as you see from before and after, just doing this S curve on here really helps the pictures. It's the most important part. It just gives your picture life. So from this point, we got a good starting point. This is not how we want to post the picture though. We're gonna then go to our regular sliders like white, black, shadows, highlights, and you're gonna play around with these until you like them. So I'm just gonna go through some of these. This is all more personal preference, but I'm just gonna show you how I do it in this photo right here. And I always drag contrast down a bit. I don't like to add too much contrast because I do add clarity. So now that we have that, we got a good starting point to start adding colors. Now this is the point of the video where you kind of do it how you want to do it. You're not going to edit this the same way I edit it, but for this picture, I really like editing my photos now more of like a teal blue, like an orange and teal vibe. So the first thing I'm going to do is start with the blues. When I pull this blue down, everything turns teal, and that's how I like it. And I always turn the luminance, I'm going to turn it down a bit actually, and sat up a little. I'm going to go to the light blues now, and now this is just going to change it to more of a teal even more. So I like the water and I like the sky. So I'm enjoying this teal blue vibe. The next thing we're going to do is, I don't like the yellows. There's too much yellow in this picture. So I'm actually going to drag this yellow saturation down a bit, and then I'm going to add some luminance to it. So then instead of being kind of a gross yellow, it looks a bit better now. And I'm also going to add luminance and turn down the sat a bit on the actual bricks. And you can also on the yellow change the hue. So if I change the hue to be more of like a reddy orange, I like it a lot better already. So we're going to stick for this for colors. I'm enjoying this. Next thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of clarity. You don't want to add too much or your picture is going to look fake. And then I'm going to add vignette. I add tons of vignette, and then all I do for the vignette is I click this little drop down and I feather it out. Now before we do any farther, you want to go down to optic and hit remove chromatic aberration and also enable lens correction. This corrects the picture to how my lens should have took the picture, because when you put it in here, it kind of compresses it, so this makes sure it actually looks how it's supposed to. But the one thing you have to do again is add more vignette, because it kind of cancels out your vignette, and then also feather that out again. So from start to finish, we did a lot to this picture. So color mixer, we're adding the colors. So let's just turn off everything we have, or just the two things. So just these two things alone, boom, we got a picture. You're gonna add the second color, boom. So now with everything, we started out with a boring picture, and now we are at our finished product of how we want to post this on Instagram. Now, if I was gonna post all these together, what you would do is you would copy your edit settings, and you would go to a photo that you need to put color into. So I'll just find a random photo real quick. Most of my photos are edited. Okay, so this photo here. So this is pretty overexposed, doesn't look too well. We're gonna paste the edit settings and boom, this already looks better. All you'd have to adjust is some colors, maybe the regular sliders up top, turn the whites down and everything. So this is how you get a consistent look over all your pictures you post on Instagram. Again, if you're gonna take one thing from this video, make sure to use red, green, and blue. There's tons of other ways to edit. You don't have to use this if you don't want to, but this is just how I personally do it. But I think that's gonna be it for these pictures. This is how I edit my pictures at this current moment. When I figure out new things, obviously I'll make another video of how I do things in the future. But for now, let's go back to the studio and see what the real life Mitchell is up to. Okay, now that we're back in the real world, this is exactly how I edit my pictures nowadays. This is just how I edit photos. You don't have to edit your photos the same at all. You don't even have to use any of the apps I'm using. Just try and make cool photos the way you like to make them. If my way helped you in any way, drop a like or a comment. That'd be awesome. If you edit in your own way that could help me, drop a comment down below of what you think I should do differently to edit my photos, because I'm always looking for criticism to make my own craft better. So if you want to see these photos that I am editing, go to this Instagram right here where you see all my photography work, and I will be back with another video just like this next week. If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, as we are getting close to 100 subscribers, and it would be awesome if you subscribed. So thanks again for watching, and make sure to stay positive, keep creating, and until next time, peace.